But we, as humans, we don't respond the same way. We remember that data, we encode it maladaptively oftentimes, and then we go, we can't come here because it's a dangerous place. And so, how do we expand that space so that we can gain more control over our reactions? So today I'm going to give you some practical tips and techniques that are designed to help us bring down that space, bring down our prefrontal cortex, and increase the space between that stimulus and our reaction so that we can have a more adult response. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is 4-7-8 breathing. So we're going to breathe in, and breathing and all breath interventions are really effective because they're always available to us. They don't cost us any money. They can help us change states within like 1 minute. And so everybody has a minute to shift states. And so 4-7-8 breath, we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, and we're going to have the tip of our tongue to the back of our teeth when we breathe in, and we're going to breathe in through our nose. So we're breathing in for 4, and then we're holding for 7, and then we're exhaling for 8. And that 8 count really needs to be a deep breath out your mouth, all the way from your belly and your diaphragm, and exhale for 8. So the first one is 4-7-8 breathing, in for 4, hold for 7, exhale out the mouth for 8. The next type of breathing is box breathing or full square breathing, and it's simple and effective, and it helps calm our nervous system just like 4-7-8 breathing. So I want you to try them both and see which one you like better. I like 4-7-8 better because we only need 3 cycles, and then we're in that in about a minute, and then we're good to go. So, but with a box breathing, we're going to inhale slowly through our nose for 4 seconds. We're going to hold our breath for a count of 4, and then we're going to exhale slowly, again, out your mouth for a count of 4. And then you hold your breath again for a count of 4. So you go through the cycle like a box. And then you're going to repeat that cycle several times. Again, all breathing techniques help us regulate our breath, reduce stress, change our nervous system reaction. Now, the next thing that takes a little bit more practice is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are huge buzzwords these days, but a lot of times people they add stimulus even in their meditation practices with apps and things like that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you're really doing well when you can meditate or be mindful with meditation without any interruptions, and you're able to just be in the present moment without judging it, without evaluating it, and you're able to just practice a mindful meditative practice. And a formal practice really ought to be adopted so that you can check yourself in between the stimulus and the response. And it changes the brain. There's several things that change the brain. Meditation is one, yoga is another, and in EMDR therapy, we know changes the way the brain fires data and fires reactivity. So with meditation, I'm just going to walk you through this. A lot of people figure that meditation is about, there's a lot of supposed to's. It's about emptying your mind, and that's just not the truth. So you're going to find a quiet place to sit or lie or stand. You're going to close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. And then you're going to focus on your breath. You're going to notice the sensation of your breath. Think about the air entering and leaving your body. And if your mind wanders, because minds wander, you're going to just gently bring your focus back to your breath. And you're going to practice for like 5 to 10 minutes daily. Most people have 5 to 10 minutes daily. You know you have 5 or 10 minutes in your life to put down your phone, to stop scrolling, to stop watching so much TV, and tune into yourself. It just doesn't take that much to create those beautiful changes in the brain. So the regular practice or a formal practice of meditation helps to increase awareness. Again, if I know that I'm triggered, then I have more space between that stimulus and reaction to respond instead of react.